Gratitude. If you want a happier life, express gratitude in your life. Gratitude is the bond which ties the earth and heaven together. It is the glue which binds us all. Modern-day scientists in the West have been studying gratitude for around 30 years. They find when a person is in a state of gratitude, the heart is in resonance and balance. Modern days man's heart is not in balance. So many people today have heart problems. Most of this is by the stress we inflict upon ourselves and the external environment. Gratitude is a state of mind. Imagine planting a seed of gratitude. Daily, you water that seed. You take out the weeds on a daily basis. You take care of your garden. Over time, your garden will flourish. The East have been practicing this for thousands of years. They discovered long ago the flower of gratitude in one's life. Gratitude has a sweet perfume which permeates everywhere. You can see the difference between one who's full of gratitude and one who hates this world. The definition of gratitude is as follows: the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. I like that. Personally, I think the entire universe is in that state of awareness. We have that quality inside of us. We just need to cultivate it. Your world would change so much if you daily cultivated it. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become deeds. Watch your deeds, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Character is everything. When one does this in each and every moment, one has cultivated gratitude. Spring break. I saw on the CBS Evening News the following last night. In Clearwater, Florida, spring break was going on in full force. Mind you, their universities and colleges were shut down. Thousands were drinking and partying on the beach. One student said he'd rather get the virus than to stop drinking and his party. Well, what can I say? The entire world is almost shut down, and you dare to party away. Most of you come from outside states and will go home in a few days. Some of you will bring home the silent virus. How many people will die because of you? During World War II, the youth helped out our country. Today, a worldwide silent war is going on. Millions of people may die. I pray that you can change your ways. Your grandfather and grandmother could be affected by your stupid actions. The city of Clearwater should be ashamed that they are allowing this. They said they will close this down after 7 days. Meanwhile, thousands of youngsters are coming in to party away. Remember, We either sink or swim during this crisis. Never before has the analog of you or a piece of this puzzle been more appropriate. Let's go beyond our stupidity. You are college students. You are there for higher learning and wisdom. Many poor people would love to have the opportunity of getting a degree. Don't be so selfish. Your actions could affect millions. Remember, this got started by just one person in China. Look at where it is today. Fear. Fear is defined by the following: an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. The world, as we know it, is shutting down. Unfortunately, this is not an exaggeration. Things are going to get worse instead of getting better, at least for the few months or so. Many people are in fear. They have every right to do so. Yet fear never solves anything. In fact, fear compromises the immune system. This is exactly what we don't want during this time. What is my silly advice? Learn to concentrate on your breath moment by moment. How would you like to be able to get to a place inside of you where the world's problems can't touch you? Imagine a beach inside of you where you can surf the eternal waves of bliss. The sun always shines rays of love, mercy, and compassion. The sweetest music is being played. Intoxicating drinks are being served. This is medicine to the soul. You open up your eyes and the world's problems don't affect you. Yes, they are there in full force, but your awareness is still focused on the inner beach within. The mystics have been talking about this for thousands of years. Right now, millions of people are told to be in isolation. You have two choices. One, be in fear. Not a good choice. Two, discover the inner beach within. Be aware of your breath. You are not alone. The simplest things we can do, yet we still roll our eyes. The choice is ours. What are you going to do? Millions of people are waking up from their slumber. How about you? can change. Can we change? Many people think that humanity can change for the better. Quite frankly, I believe we can change. Take a look at this worldwide shutdown. People all around the world are uniting together. People are being kind to each other. Random acts of kindness are being displayed. We all change in our small ways. This sun shut down while ours to change in ways we couldn't even imagine a few weeks ago. I'm happy with my fellow man. Most of us are taking this as a serious matter. We have our concerns, yet kindness has come to the surface. Kindness can change our actions. Kindness is the glue that ties humanity together. We are all on the same boat. Either we sink or swim. During these troubling times, humanity is struggling together. We feel each other's pain. Some countries are experiencing deaths like never seen before for a crisis like this. We all pray that this will soon end. I have great hope for humanity. Yes, there are some bad apples, yet even they have a core of kindness. Kindness does exist inside of us. Let's tap into that moment by moment. With all the time we have staying at home, let's reflect upon gratitude. Maybe when all the chaos is over, we won't take for granted all the simple things in life. Our normal 9-to-5 existence no longer exists for now. The fight of two wolves within you. During this crisis, there's so much fear, panic around. Just turn on the TV. Need I say more? People are scared, yet we must come from a place of courage. We must all do our parts of being completely locked out during this time. Here's a beautiful old Cherokee story that has great meaning, probably more than ever during this lockdown. An old Cherokee is teaching his grandson about life. A fight is going on inside me, he said to the boy. It's a terrible fight, and it's between two wolves. One is evil, he is angry, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. He continued, the other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson thought about it for a minute, then asked his grandfather, which will win? The old Cherokee simply replied, the one you feed. What are you going to feed? Remember, it's up to you. Nobody can choose for you. Joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, faith exist inside of you. Clouds are covering them up. You can gently blow away the clouds inside. The sun is always shining. Boredom. During this lockdown, millions of people are getting bored. They have so much free time at home that they never had before. Remember, being bored is a state of mind. You create your mental state of boredom. A wise man cultivates gratitude for the opportunity to be alive. Each moment is precious. The power that's keeping you alive is the same power of love that is keeping the universe alive. In our ignorance, we are human doers. We always have to do something. A wise man is a human being. Note, I said being. You are a human being. Unfortunately, we have forgotten our true essence. Take the golden opportunity to discover the jewel that lies within. Pay attention to your breath. You are probably rolling your eyes. Yeah, sure. Do you take me as a dummy? I've been breathing all my life and never saw this jewel inside of me. Well, I'm saying, take a conscious breath, moment by moment. When was the last time you paid attention to your conscious breath? Remember, you are the universe. You just don't know it. Stop the noise in my head. This chapter came from my book Swan Tales. It's a very old tale from ancient India. Personally, it has tremendous meaning for our current state of affairs. I'm sure the majority of human beings are asking this exact question. Never has there been in my lifetime a situation where the entire world is in lockdown. Do you control your mind? or does your mind control you? As the children began to learn how to meditate, they saw how powerful the mind is. They never noticed that before. They asked the dragons how to stop the noise in my head. Of course, all the dragons laughed. They laugh because everyone goes through this. You see, the mind is the most difficult thing to control in the universe. The majority of man reacts to every situation. Man is reactive. The wise man learns to be proactive. They understand the basic law. It's by will alone I set my mind in motion. Now, that's very easy to say, but hard to do. All people who learn how to meditate in the beginning have this problem. In the East, they call it the monkey mind. The monkey goes from one branch to another. It can't be controlled. Well, when they first started to learn how to meditate, they saw this from the first-hand experience. The dragons told a wonderful story each time this subject was brought up. They told a story where a man saves a genie. Nobody knows exactly how the man saved him. Well, the genie told this man that you can have as many wishes as you want. The man said, "Wow, that's incredible. I love that idea. The genie said, "Well, there's a catch." The man said, "What's that?" "You must always give one wish after another. If you don't, I will chop your head off with my sword. Are you sure you want to continue with this?" The man hesitates for a moment and says reluctantly, "Sure." "Well," the genie said, "what's your first wish?" The man gave one wish after another. It seemed like when one wish is granted, he had to give another. He didn't have one opportunity to even enjoy, even for a second, the previous wish. He was getting tired and couldn't even go to sleep. The genie was always harassing him and saying, "Well, what's your next wish?" Fortunately, there was a wise man nearby. He went to the wise man and sincerely asked for help. The boon was turning into a curse. The wise man whispered into his ear. Well, the genie demanded another wish, or he would chop off his head. The young man said, "Go to the forest and find a huge log. Your wish is my command." In a second he returns with a huge log. The genie said with a smile, "Give me a wish, I will chop off your head." As you can see, the genie was particularly nice. Well, the young man told the genie to go up and down the pole. "When I need you, I will give you another command." The young man could relax and enjoy all the wishes he gave to this genie. The genie knew he was outsmarted by the wise man. The young boy enjoyed his life and helped others in the community. He eventually learned about the dragons and helped tremendously his fellow man. The dragon said the genie is the mind. The mind wants to control you versus the other way around. By placing your mind on your breath, the genie will go up and down the log and set you free. Meditation is the key to bring awareness to your mind. Your mind is either your friend or foe. Everyone in the universe has to learn how to control their mind. Word games. Words are extremely powerful, yet we hardly reflect on them. We say a word like gratitude. It slips from our tongue without being digested. Close your eyes. Concentrate on your heart. Mentally say the word gratitude and mean it. Be still. The word gratitude carries a certain frequency. Feel that frequency. It's very subtle. Ask a young child to do this. It will be easy for them. Practice using any positive words like bliss, joy, and compassion. For just 1 second, mentally say anger. You will feel this in less than a second. Isn't that sad? We can feel negative emotions without even trying. Yet positive emotions take some time to feel. Maybe, just maybe, we got the picture turned around. Take this opportunity during this shutdown to rewire your circuits. Your true state is gratitude, bliss, love, and compassion. You can reset your button within. This simple game will show you where you put your emphasis on either positive or negative emotions. You can override your negative emotions. This game will show you where you are in life. Online funerals. With the worldwide shutdown taking place, many things are coming to a stop. Imagine virtual funerals are taking place. Groups are not allowed to get together. Many people have lost their loved ones. Just a few weeks ago, family and friends would gather together and mourn for the deceased. The only way now is to watch a virtual funeral on your mobile device. In a flicker of an eye, everything changes. I live in Kansas. Today, there are virtual weddings. People have planned their weddings for months. This silent virus has forced everyone to make other plans. Your sweet reception and ceremony are online. Most people are taking it in stride. What can you do but make humor about it? In the midst of this, you are still alive. Cultivate appreciation and gratitude. In the midst of chaos, discover the jewel within. The world that you have lived in has ground to a halt. Wouldn't it be wise to understand why? Maybe this is a turning point in history. We can't go on with the same old, same old. There is something here to learn. What is keeping you alive? Ponder over these words. closing. It's still in the beginning phase of the outbreak in America. I bow my head in silence towards all those who have died. My thoughts and prayers go out to all those who have lost their loved ones. I pray that we can make this world a better place. Hopefully, by slowing down, we can see the diamond that lies within. This life we have is a miracle. Remember, you are the universe. My prayers are with you on this precious journey. My intuition is that this is going to be an intense roller coaster ride. We are not alone. It may seem like that. Take this wisdom to heart. In other words, it might be a scary ride. Without knowing your true nature, fear and panic may be a part of your life. Fear and panic never solve anything. In that emotional state, we can't think or act properly. Most of all, be kind. This world needs kindness. We have been angry ever so long. Family and friends. Many states are opening their business. It's May 6th. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I hope it's not a freight train. Many medical experts say that 3,000 people would die of this hidden virus a day, starting in June. Quite frankly, we're in desperate needs. 30 million Americans are out of work. If I was president, I would cut the defense spending in half. I would use that money to bail out the small business and the workers trying to survive this mess. I will get off my soapbox. This is my rant. My question is, during the shutdown, did we see the thread of love tying us all together? Never in history has Mother Nature shut the entire world down. The reset button is being pushed. Have you ever stopped for a second to question why? Or are you completely bored spending time with your loved ones? Is it all about me, me, me? If so, we didn't learn any lessons at all. The world will then continue with the same outrageous chaos as before. Remember, Mother Nature doesn't need us. We need Mother Nature. The Earth is healing itself during this shutdown. Are we going to continue to throw garbage in our living rooms? What is more important, buying empty trinkets or healing this precious planet? Our current government believes in us buying empty trinkets. We walked away from the Paris Accord with a devilish smile on our face. I know better than you. Yet here we are in the midst of the shutdown, and big business is more important than the average citizen. We are completely lost. Our forefathers are crying in their graves. This is not a political battle. Mother Nature wants us to change. Period. End of discussion. Yet the majority of people are bored. How many Americans risk their lives every day helping us out? Yet we complain the beaches aren't open. Once again, some people think it's all about me. We need to grow up. We need to go from me to we. Every country in this world is affected. We are all on the same boat. We either sink or swim. You are the universe. You just don't know it. You can solve your piece of the puzzle. This madness of me has got to stop. The jewel lies inside of you. Someday, all your precious toys will disappear like a thief in the night. The only thing you can take is your true nature.
We decide the outcome. We decide the outcome of this global shutdown. Common sense is uncommon. We should have learned the lesson from the Spanish flu over 100 years ago. People thought when phase 1 was over, that was it. People thought the all clear signal was firing off. Little did they know that the second wave was the tidal wave. Politics and the medical field don't mix. The medical field has studied viruses. This is their field of expertise. They have proof that social distancing and mask works. Yes, I know that masks can cause hypoxia. Yet given the fact a global shutdown has occurred, let's get over that fact. Currently, the experts say we are losing the battle. 50,000 Americans are infected every day. The medical experts project in a few months 100,000 Americans will be affected per day. Soon, every American will know either a family or friend who will get this virus. Let's not get into politics about this. The virus could care less about what your beliefs are. It wants you to act stupid. It loves it when you say, I'm not going to wear a mask. It loves it when you don't want to social distance. It loves it when the current administration plays politics with wearing a mask. So many Americans follow suit what the president says. If the president doesn't wear a mask, I'm not going to either. Forget about your politics. Wake up. A huge tidal wave can descend upon the United States. Only we can stop it. The rest of the world took great measures, and they are winning the battle. We are still in phase 1, and it's getting worse. Only we can unite and eradicate this. July 5th, 2020, Mount Rushmore. I'm slightly confused. The current administration had a rally 2 days ago at Mount Rushmore, yet masks and social distances were not required or encouraged. On the same day, over 50,000 Americans got affected. Over 20 Secret Servicemen have come down with the virus. Even Donald Trump's junior girlfriend has been affected. Hospitals are in overdrive. Yesterday's ICUs are almost maxed out. Yet, why is this current administration going on without even mentioning or doing anything about this? Why is the current political power not in an uproar? This is not a political battle. Millions of lives are at stake. We are far worse now than ever before. We are still in phase 1. Dr. Sanjay Gupta wrote a sobering article. If the United States were my patient, we aren't ready to celebrate yet. We are on the verge of jumping off a cliff. The EU had the same problems we had and overcame them. They took the medical advice to heart and implemented them. Yes, they were hard. The economy suffered. The EU has the United States on a list of countries that can't enter. I can totally see their point. They don't want to go through the horrific affair again. In the United States, we are still fighting about wearing a mask and social distancing. Many Americans think they know more than the medical experts. People say wearing a mask is an infringement of my freedom. Every day, more and more people are affected. Why are we so blind and divided? This is not a political disease. It doesn't care who you are. We can't ignore it and put our heads into the sand. The United States needs intense leadership. The current administration is mocking the medical experts and causing harm along the way. We need leaders in the time of trouble. It's like the ship is sinking and the captain of the ship is saying, don't listen to the experts. They don't know what they are seeing. Meanwhile, the ship is keeping on sinking. Today, the time bomb is ticking. The medical establishment is fighting a battle for our lives. If anyone could tell me why the current administration is so complacent, I am confused. July 6, 2020, United States. This is a continuation of yesterday. We live in the United States, and yet we are not united. Each one of us has a particular point of view. We think our view is the correct one. It's like the story of 3 blind men touching the elephant. Each one touches a different part of the elephant and thinks, I know what the elephant is. We are the same way. Unfortunately, this is a life and death situation for many in our hospitals. In Houston, there are no beds in the ICUs left. Doctors have to decide who they can treat. A sad situation. We need to be kind to one another. We need to rise to the occasion. The medical field has. They're literally dying to save human beings. Folks, this is real. We can debate all we want, but a crisis is going on. I often wonder where our compassion, love, kindness, and tolerance went. We flame each other. We think my way is the only way. I always say, you are the universe. You just don't know it. Our true nature is kind. Our true nature is united. We have forgotten this. I think when we are angry, we will never solve any issues. The great mystics and modern-day scientists know that anger is drinking our own poison. Thousands of stress hormones are released. Anger literally over time destroys the mind and body. I am hoping that we can change our ways. We need to change both externally and internally. When one is angry, your true wisdom goes out the door. You're like a leaf blowing in the wind. What I'm saying is extremely practical and down to earth. When we go beyond me, and me into a state of we will have true compassion for others. Our constant anger has brought us to the situation where the country is divided. We think that the other side is evil because they don't have my point of view. This virus doesn't care about your viewpoints in life. It doesn't care who you are. We can't go on this way. We are a piece of this precious puzzle. If Europe and the Far East solve this problem, so can we. I would rather put my trust in the medical experts. Yes, they aren't 100% correct. We're in such a disarray that the European Union has a travel ban for the U.S. That is saying a lot. Our allies are saying, you guys are messed up. We can't allow your citizens to enter this country. We went through hell and don't want to visit it again. Here in America, the battle is raging. Some of my friends think it's a mild battle. Just ask the medical doctors and brave medical personnel that. They will tell you a completely different story. They are fighting for our lives. Without kindness, we are doomed. We will continue to divide. Ironically, our true nature is kindness, yet we are a million miles away from it. It's right behind your breath. Inspire. Inspire is defined as the following. Fill someone with the urge or ability to do, or feel something, especially to do something creative. I hope my words inspire you on this journey of life. We all need inspiration during these difficult times. Every day, our world is changing in such dramatic ways. Our lives are in spin cycle. We don't know what's up or down. We are like leaves blowing in the wind. Nothing is stable. In the U.S., the silent virus is rampant. We open up the doors too early. The key to great wisdom is silence. Unfortunately, we are oblivious to it. We are too busy texting on the freeway of life. Do you ever stop in your tracks and ponder this over? Why do you get bored so easily? What are you chasing? Do you know what you think exists outside of you is like chasing a carrot on a stick? Yes, I say the same things over and over again. Mind you, they are in different forms. For many months I love to meditate. That same experience lies inside of you. It is dormant, yet being dormant doesn't mean it can't wake up. Just look at a dormant volcano. When it wakes up, the world knows it. What have you got to lose? Someday you will take your last breath. Then you will see the power behind your breath.